it's Sarah and Megan. We're here for your Tuesday wellness check.
Hello.
We'll give everyone a few minutes to pop on here because it looks like no one's on here yet.
Happy Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's July. We're halfway through the year. Woohoo! Thank goodness.
It's almost done.
Well, don't rush it. We'll wait a couple more minutes. Give some people some time to hop on. We're excited to hang out with you guys today. Comment below. Let us know who's here. We like to know who's joining us.
Yeah.
You can ask questions and comment as we talk. Be as interactive as you want.
We want to talk to y'all. We want to hear from y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, Casey.
What's up?
Woo woo. All right, so you want to tell these good people what we're talking about?
Yes. So we have what I think will be a kind of an interesting topic today. A little bit of reflection on the first 6 months of the year because we're halfway there through 2020. We've hit July finally. So feel like there's some light kind of at the end of the tunnel, this long tunnel of 2020. So, but yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about resiliency today. And, you know, resiliency is kind of like your ability to bounce back from troubling times or just a really challenging situation. And, you know, up until all the events of this year, you know, maybe some of you never really had to experience what we've gone through and being able to bounce back and maybe you've learned a lot about yourself over the last couple of months. I know I have.
Oh yeah.
So,
for sure.
So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about kind of the first part of the year, maybe what some of your goals might be for the rest of the year as well. So I'm going to let Megan take it from here and kind of go a little deeper into resiliency.
Yeah, sounds good. So when we talk about resiliency and relating that to, you know, topics of, you know, New Year's resolutions and stuff, we always have a vision in mind. So you have your purpose ahead of you. This is what I'm going to do for my year, and I'm going to try to get it before the end of the year. And obviously, that might have changed now. You know, ever since March, you need to, you know, reformulate your goals and stuff. But it's always good to keep that vision going. So when we talk about resiliency, that's one of the domains of it. There's 6. They're all interconnected. We have collaboration, tenacity, health, reasoning, composure, and then vision, of course. So all those lead into what makes a good resolution. What can we do to reach our goals? For me, I use reasoning a lot because I go through logically to get to, this is what I want to do. I want to start at point A, I want to move to point B, and by the year I want to be at point C. So obviously when March came around, you hit a wall and you're like, I have to reformulate my goals. Like, what do I need to do? So kind of logicking, is that a word?
We can make it a word.
Let's make it a word. Being logical and kind of working my way through that of, okay, so we have to work from home now. How can I still reach these, for me, personal training goals, even though I'm working from home and, you know, training clients at home? How can I reach, you know, personal goals of, oh, I want to, you know, be able to travel here or there, but...
True, yeah, because you had a big trip planned.
Yeah,
Tell everyone where you were planning on going.
So before the pandemic hit, I was supposed to go to Spain with a couple of my sisters and our friends, and obviously we're not there now, but I think it's important to take that opportunity of, hey, I saved a bunch of money from not going to Spain.
Absolutely.
And now I can kind of reset and have a goal to maybe visit another country next year in 2021 when, you know, things are hopefully back to normal.
Exactly.
But that's kind of what I use to kind of keep focus on my vision. I really use that reasoning a lot, especially because my emotional state can kind of take over that reasoning a lot and just kind of make you go crazy and go down like a crazy path.
Absolutely.
But yeah, which one do you think you use the most?
So, let me put this out there while we're discussing, and you guys can kind of be thinking and you can respond to. So, let us know what was the biggest challenge for you over the last 6 months, and do you feel like you were able to kind of overcome that easily? Is it something you might still be struggling with? I know for me, having to suddenly get 40 hours a week as a personal trainer and, you know, health fitness professional behind a computer screen, that was challenging at first.
Oh yeah.
But we figured it out, you know. We ended up having plenty of things to do. Who knew? And then having to share that workspace, that same workspace with my mother-in-law who runs their family business, and then having my twins schoolwork, you know, so we're all trying to share the space. And I think what you have to realize when you're faced with a challenge is that there's certain things that can be controlled and some things you can't control. And I think the sooner you can let go and stop worrying about the things you can't control, the better off that you can be and the more resilient you can be. You can bounce back and just, you know, have more of a positive attitude about it. So, you know, yes, the first couple of weeks were challenging, but we worked it out, and in the end, it was fine, you know.
Yeah.
So, and you can apply that with anything in life, because there will be more challenges always in life, and just being able to just let go and keep your mind on your vision and your goals and what you're truly focusing on is definitely the way to go.
Oh yeah.
For sure. So.
I really like what you said about the bounce back, because that's part of the whole like tenacity thing and how it leads into your vision and everything. Because I think for a lot of people, most of us haven't had to live through, you know, all these crazy changes that we're going through this year, and it's really hard to get in that mind space or that headspace of, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Sure.
It's all so different and everything. So I like what you said about regulating your emotions and just kind of saying the positive side of it, which it can be so hard to do. But when you have kind of either people around you supporting you, that collaboration, the people you're talking to, and you're able to make it, you know, to that other side, and eventually, you know, come back to work after working from home and hopefully take some of those lessons that you learned at home from working at home.
Absolutely.
To in here now.
Yeah, for sure. Things do always get better.
Oh yeah.
No matter what. So, well, do you have anything else about the domains you wanted to talk about before we move into looking into the next 6 months?
Yeah, sure. So I think one of the big takeaways, and we can hopefully maybe drop this article for y'all, is they're all interconnected, and obviously we are health fitness professionals, and health is a big part of those domains too. It's almost like the fundamental domain. So obviously we have like the emotional side, the bounce back side, but if you're not getting good sleep or, you know, exercising and getting proper nutrition, it's really hard to stay on track with the rest of the domains and to keep that vision. So kind of how I like to think about it is if you have like a chain of like 6 links, if one of those links is broken, it's gonna, you know, make the rest of the chain not as strong as it could be. So you have to work on building up each domain to make the other one stronger.
Absolutely.
You don't want there to be like a weak link, essentially.
Yeah.
So, you know, keeping that in mind, even when you're coming into the gym, yes, you have to wear a mask, but it's so safe in here. You got to get that exercise in, even if you're just walking. And it helps you sleep better at night too, which is a big important part of that health aspect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Casey, I like what you said about, you know, the unpredictability of all of it, you know, is tough, and definitely can be mentally draining.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, taking some time to really reflect on the current situation that, you know, everyone may be in and how life can be moving forward, maybe can give you kind of a sense of comfort in a way, you know, when you kind of already have a plan, you can just really have a goal and keep your eyes on that goal.
Yeah.
So
I think with that, with what Casey said with unpredictability, I'm a person, I don't really enjoy change that much, and I like things to be predictable. I like kind of, you know, keeping a routine and stuff like that. So I think even in the unpredictable times, I like to keep some things predictable or consistent. So, you know, waking up at the same time every day is super helpful for me, even when we're working at home, kind of keeping that morning routine, and just doing things that you know that you can control, even in the uncontrollable, is like a really good aspect of kind of keeping that vision.
I feel like too that's a really common theme to other articles that I've read over the last several weeks, is definitely have a routine, and that you can control for sure.
Yeah.
So, and just really taking care of your health. obviously we're a fitness facility, so we're going to preach that. But seriously though, it all ties in.
Oh yeah.
You know, even if you're not coming in here on a regular basis or at all, having some type of routine at home, even if it's just some moving around, mobility, stretching, that can work wonders for your body as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So, so just kind of some thoughts going forward. You guys, this is just for you to think about, but try to come up with a goal or two for the remainder of the year. Maybe something that you can also look forward to, just to kind of have your eye on the prize for something. It may look a lot different. You might not be planning a beach vacation in the near future. Maybe some of you are, but you know, but your life this year for the rest of the year might be a little different than what it might be, especially if you have kids and school starting back, and maybe trying to find something fun that you can plan for them, even if it's just an activity at home, but to kind of build it up and make it fun, camping, you know, outside, or I don't know, just get creative, make it a family thing, and just roll with it too.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, if you come up with some goals later and you want to drop those in the comments later today, that'd be great. I'd love to see what they are.
For sure.
So.
For sure.
Okay, so a couple of quick things. So tonight we have a class change. It was supposed to be work, but Alicia is going to be teaching Payo instead. The first time we've had it live on site since we reopened. So she's super pumped. We're excited. So come in, reserve your spot online. We're allowed to have 10 people in class. So try to get on there. If you're worried you won't get a spot, you probably will. It's fine. If you come in at the last minute, that's fine too, if you want to hop into class. And then Thursday at the same time at 12:15, Tony's going to do his stretch break again, which some of us participated in last week, and it just felt really good just to take a few minutes, to get up, stretch, move your body. So try to get in there for that. Hey, Terry! So, and then one last thing we kind of wanted to just mention okay, my phone is talking to me. So we kind of just wanted to mention now that everyone is allowed back at the center.
Yeah.
Some of you who haven't been in yet might be curious as to what that looks like. To be honest, there's still plenty of room for everybody. It's July. It's naturally kind of slow anyway with the holiday and shutdown next week. So if you've still been kind of curious what it's like in here, it's a good time to come in. It's not very busy at all. You're going to feel safe. It's clean. We still check temperatures at the door, require the mask, so you're completely safe. We feel like, being in our center. And we just want to see you too. Come say hi. Even if you don't want to work out, you just want to kind of maybe walk around and see what it's like, just come in and say hi. So
yeah, try to get back in that routine that we're talking about.
Yes, and I have to say, I have participated in Meaghan's cycling class at night and Alicia's on site, and they're great. And it just feels good to have some normalcy with people taking a class, obviously safely, and I loved it. So I would love for you all to experience that too. So come in and take a class. Any last comments or questions before we say goodbye?
Alrighty.
Thanks for joining in. Drop those goals in the comments.